all here, and as promised, we have a special guest stopping by the studio right now.
Goody.
Yep.
And she is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
She is here to shake up the room, shake up the tables, and let's go viral. So the real question we're going to ask you right now.
Oh, God. Please.
I thought I was coming in to promote my show.
I'm interviewed out.
Oh my goodness.
Amanda Seal, give her a round of applause.
Yay. Hey, guys.
Hey, Amanda.
Also a fellow family radio.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
Shout out to our Reach Media, Urban One, Radio One family. Now, Amanda Seal, you're here because you have a show happening,
Yes,
correct?
the Unlikable Tour.
You gotta know about it. Yes, I am here in Baltimore, Maryland. For the Unlikable Tour, I will be at the Baltimore Comedy Factory all weekend. So that's 5 shows. As y'all know, I got a lot to say. And I will also say that unlike a lot of comics, all my shows are different. So you're not going to hear the same material. So you could literally come to 5 shows. You're going to see 5 different shows because I just come off the top.
I want to tell you what's so amazing about Amanda Seal. Like, even though you're a comedian, like, I know you most as being like an activist or a vocal, very opinionated person. So when they say, I forgot she do comedy. Like, I really forgot that you were a comedian.
But that's fine because honestly, I call it divesting from celebrity. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I really want out of these boxes and these labels. Like, just rock with me because you rock with me. You know, like, come to a show because you know that you're going to listen, laugh, and learn. The same reason why you should listen to my radio show, which you can check out wherever you get your podcast. Like, at this point, I just want to be outside of these little, barriers that they create for us. And I'll have people be like, she need to choose her lane.
Right. Are you an actress, a radio personality, a comedian, actress, or are you?
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know. Do you see the economy right now? You better
Ma'am.
check however you can get.
And I'm an only child. And only person taking care of my mama is me. Woo. So it's but I also feel like only person taking care of us is us.
Facts.
Right? So if we do this thing where we limit people's skills, we limit people's ability to be a resource for us, then we're hurting us. And not everybody has that capability, which is fine. But I'm somebody who was really, really blessed with being able to turn my consciousness into content, into comedy, etc. People need to laugh, but not be like distracted. It's like a weird thing. It's like, I know that we got a lot going on right now. People need to be able to laugh without being like disconnected from what we got to do. And I really pride myself on doing that. So come to the shows, support your girl.
You are great at that because I honestly feel like, sometimes it's hard for comedians to also be taken seriously when they're talking about, serious issues or don't have the range, necessarily to talk on serious issues. So when you can really see somebody who can actually do both well, I love that. Yay. And I like that you're playing on the unlikable part.
Because what are we talking about?
Do you really think you're unlikable?
I've never said I'm unlikable.
Right, but
I'm lovable.
I think you're amazing. Like, she came in here smiling.
Like, I'm delightful.
But like, if you look at perception of some people on social media and everything, and people who have their opinion about Amanda Seal, like, do you think that comes from you being so opinionated, and they want you to just shut up and
they don't want to be uncomfortable, or
so I've been told that we all have different like auras, and I've been told that my aura is a mirror aura, and when you have a mirror aura, you reflect back to people what they are, and sometimes that may be what they're hiding, and that makes people uncomfortable. And I'm not saying that I'm the only, like, this is a thing. And people who have this know about it. So, like, I could come in a room. I know that you're comfortable with yourself because you said I came in the room smiling, that made you smile. I might come in the room in the same way, and that makes somebody be like, oh, here she go with the smiling.
And all happy and stuff. All happy and wild.
I mean, I remember. Listen, that's a real thing. I remember this dude. I was on a panel one time, and he was like, yeah, I don't really like you like that. I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, what's the issue?
Never met you in my life.
He was like, you just too happy.
A lot of people are unhappy, and I say this all the time. Happiness is the highest form of success, right? But a lot of people are so unhappy within themselves, and they don't even know why they don't like you. They have no ideas. If you ask somebody why, I don't know. I just don't because social media told me not to like you.
Yeah, it's like they'll be like, she hates black men, and it's like, please, that would be very helpful.
Do you?
I did, because the obsession with brothers is really a problem.
I have a question for you because watching, you go viral for different videos or for the op-eds that were written, of you or the interview with Shannon Sharp. I thought it was interesting how so many people were connecting your likability to being honored and acknowledged for the work that you have done. How do you feel when you see that connection? Because I'm almost like, likability is very objective. It's not subjective. It's subjective, right? Mm-hmm. But the way that it's been tied so closely to what you've been able to accomplish, how has that made you feel through this whole process?
So you mean just like people saying that I shouldn't be?
Yeah, or you shouldn't be invited, or well, that's how it is, or well,
I think it's honestly fascinating to watch because it means that people are basically okay with there being a lack of meritocracy, and meritocracy is essentially that you should be honored or even just regarded. Honored is a strong word, right? But that you should be regarded for the work that you've put in, the merit of what you do,
right?
And we know that so many people ain't doing nothing.
They invited me yesterday.
They ain't doing nothing. They may be hooking up with the right person, or maybe they got the bread to hit off somebody, or they doing favors, etc.
Or they sleeping with the right person.
That's what I meant by
that. I know you want to say it, but I said
okay, right. Well, you said it. But like, there's so many. But we also get frustrated with that, right? With the politics of it all. Yeah. Oh, we get so it's like, it's essentially people saying we should be okay with the politics of it all. Hollywood ain't never been about like honor or like being noble. It never been about that. So that literally the amount of hoops people are jumping through to try and make it, if you're backing Hollywood over a person, you on the wrong side.
Facts.
You on the wrong side. And all I'm saying is like, I was really genuinely saying like thank you to my fans because I am an artist and I do care about how my work is received. And that's crazy for people to be like, I don't care. Well, then we're not doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I want to make work that affects people in a positive way, that encourages people, that even if they mad about it, they still got to think about it. You mad about it, but you thinking about it.
Brain intrigued in real life.
So like, if I'm doing that, I'm doing the right thing. And so when it turns into like, she shouldn't be there because they don't like you, it's like, what are we even talking about? I hosted the joints. I've donated to the joints. I've donated my time, etc. So if we're saying that none of that matters, then maybe you on the wrong side.
Give her a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Amanda Seals. You're just tuning into the show, of course. Now, once again, your comedy show is happening all weekend.
All weekend long, y'all. Come on out. We got 5 shows. I haven't been to Baltimore doing stand-up in years upon years. So, if you've been watching me on these internets. Also, let me also say, the reason why I get to talk the way I talk is because I'm independent. It's the support of folks like y'all that allows me to keep it a buck, that allows me to call out the corniness, that allows me to acknowledge my support of Palestine, that allows me to challenge when white people be on some BS. So I'm only able to do that and to support and lift up others being able to do that by the mutual aid of support of y'all. So just know that I really appreciate you. We also did something where we pooled money from folks who can't come to the show to be able to give 50 people free tickets to the show tonight.
Come on, man. See, this is the Amanda Seals I feel like people should always hear and see. Like, people automatically form opinions of a person when they've never met a person. And I always say, we live in a generation now with social media. Somehow, if I see it on the internet, it has to be real. It has to be because it went viral. But then you meet a person, you're like, she's nothing like the perception of these people. Like, and a lot of times it's just insecure people, no pun intended, right?
Or they did something.
Or they did something.
And that's really a thing that happens.
I tell you, a lot of people aren't mad at you; they're mad at themselves. So it's like, I really wish I was you, and I hate that you're you. So because you're you, I don't like you now.
Listen, and that's not just women, that's men beyond that. Like, I mean, that's the wild part is when you see like grown men who are like in their pictures, like lifting weights, etc. But then they in your comments going so hard. I'm like, sit down.
The thumb game.
Yes.
For those finger muscles. Well, I feel like you've had so many amazing, highs in your career and just so many accomplishments that I feel like, Black people should be proud of. And even more specifically, Black women. And I don't feel like that's always highlighted. But it has been a lot of highs. So shout out to the Unlikable Tour and in Amanda We Trust. That's funny.
Can I also big myself about something that I'm very proud about?
Okay.
So Columbia University is one of my alma maters. Okay. That's where I got my graduate degree.
Nice.
And they canceled their commencement because of all of the drama going on with the encampments. But then they're having their own commencement that they're putting together, and they asked me to host it.
Nice.
But then last night, I heard from my other alma mater, SUNY Purchase, which is where I did my undergrad, and they are having Black graduation, which is a normal thing that we have at schools. But they asked me to come because they created an award in my name.
Nice.
Come on, give us stars. Let's make this go viral, people. Right.
Very well deserved.
Thank you.
So if you ever feel like it's not worth it, regardless of who likes you, it is very much so worth it. We don't gotta like everybody. I wish more people knew that we do, for real don't have to like everybody.
It's also not possible. It's like when people say like, I don't agree with everything you say. I'm like, you shouldn't.
Yes.
Please.
If you want to make yourself upset, try to convince people who don't like you already to like you.
Oof.
It'll drive you crazy.
Yes.
Like it will literally, mentally insane, like put you in insanity trying to get people to like you who don't. Because those people, they're never going to like you. Amanda Seale can save the world today and stop cancer and give $1 billion to every family.
Yeah, but did you see her shoes?
Or she only did it because it was a tax write-off.
Right.
Black men.
We got to do a commercial.
We ride it, dog.
Once again, this weekend we'll see you at the Baltimore Comedy Factory
today.
It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come on out, y'all. Support your girl.
No excuses, man. I'll have your vitamin of the day when we get back.